Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Addicks to Victory here. Now, today we have two games at very different ends of the league spectrum into April here. First we will be taking on top spot Fulham, who with 8 games left have already won automatic promotion. Currently 21 points clear of second place Norwich as well. Yeah, a very hard start, but then we face Blackpool, who are 22nd on 29 points, and we are 22 points above them, so hopefully we'll be able to get at least one win this episode. Last time, when we left off, we had just been defeated 2-1 by Oxford. Since then, we've played 8 games, 5 defeats, disappointingly, but 3 wins as well, getting some wins on the board at last after a very poor run into the new year. 2-0 against Cardiff, 3-0 against Luton, and 1-0 against Millwall. Very thankful for that one. And today we do have those games against Fulham and Blackpool. First of all, though, we did have some youth recruitment, so I will just show you. I'll just go into here and I'll show you a couple of the new young players that have come into this squad. Who did we get? We got this guy, Samuel Owusu, a young 15-year-old Ghanaian goalkeeper, 6'3", looks decent. My scouts say 5-star potential, so hopefully will turn out to be very good. Also, we have a striker, 16-year-old George Kaliba, looks decent, 5'10", not the fastest, not the best finishing, but 16, very young, just got to work on that, get those stats up. And also, we have this man, Emmanuel Macaulay, 15, English centre-back. Looks pretty good, passing and crossing not the best, and not the fastest as well, so more stats to work on. We have a centre-back partner for him potentially as well in Dominic Clout. From New Zealand, 15, can play centre-back, right-back, CDM, centre-mid. Very versatile player. Very happy with this youth recruitment. A lot of high potential players that will hopefully either do very well at this club or get me a lot of money to spend on players who will do very well at this club. But today we have Fulham first of all, and we're playing them with this new tactic we've been running with. You know, we've been on that long run of bad results, changed up to this, and this is the tactic that won us 3 games, so hopefully it will get some wins on the board for us again today. It's a 4-3-3 as you can see. Maynard, Bree in goal. Matthews, Bassey, Colwell and Manning our defence at the moment. Dobson in CDM with Webster and Forster-Caskey ahead. And Placheta and as things stand, Ricky J. Jones on the wings with Stockley up top. Jones and Placheta playing crosses in. Stockley, big guy, heads them in hopefully. And yeah, this is the team we're running with. And I'm not expecting much from this game against Fulham. Once again, they're 21 points clear of second with 8 games to go. So if they win here, they could wrap up the league title already. But still, going to go for it, give it our best, and hopefully try and get something here. Corner for Charlton, Forster-Caskey plays it in, headed away, but Jones picks it up, takes it on to right-hand side, plays it to Forster-Caskey, far post to Placheta, who smashes against the post. Jones collects to Forster-Caskey, Matthews, Dobson, Matthews, ball in, Placheta runs onto the loose ball wide, Manning, ball in, headed away, and Francois clears for Fulham, but good from Charlton. 15 minutes in, and we are well and truly on top of this game right now. Fulham have the ball. Throw into Knocker, Mark Rocker, Robinson, out to Parks, Jasper, Rocker, Francois, Pajazzi, to Nanu. Nanu cross in, Abraham's header saved by Maynard Brewer there. Fulham's first shot of the game. Forster-Caskey on the ball to Stockley. Back to Colwell. Manning. Forster-Caskey. Placheta. Forster-Caskey plays it to Dobson. Got John going inside now. Bassey. Colwell. Manning. Forster-Caskey. Charlton taking their time. Placheta over the top finds Webster, who plays it to Ricky J. Jones, whose shot is saved. Ricky J. Jones, I'll be honest, not very impressed with him. I tried him as a striker quite a few times, and the man just could not score. Matthews with the throw to Jones. Webster, ball in. Placheta heads it on to Stockley, who pokes it home for his 16th of the season. 43 minutes. Fulham 0, Charlton 1. We take a shock lead here. The ball in from Matthews. Placheta heads it to Stockley, who gets his head on it into the net. And we go 1-0 up just before the half-time break here, as half-time whistle is blown. And we take that 1-0 lead into the second half. Lads, I'm very pleased. Keep that up in the second half, and we should be able to get something here at least. Forster-Caskey with a free kick into the box, but Rodak comes out to collect it, holds it to his chest before kicking it forward, straight back to us. Adam Matthews on the ball. Adam Matthews gets it to Jones. Matthews. Dobson. Back to Bassey, who plays it into Forster-Caskey. To Webster. Charlie Webster going forward, but he smashes the ball, and it's high and wide of the post. Matthews with the throw. To Jones. To Matthews. Matthews going forward with it now. Plays it into Dobson. Back to Matthews. Forster-Caskey to Stockley. Webster. Jones. Charlton moving the ball around really quickly here and playing it really well. Dobson to Forster-Caskey. Bassey finds Matthews again. Everything going through Matthews here, but Webster gets it back to Matthews once again. Over the top to Stockley. Heads it on to Ricky J. Jones on the right-hand side. Plays it short to Stockley. Back to Jones. To Webster, who hits it in, but Jones was offside earlier in the move, and so it's not going to count, sadly. Free kick for Charlton just outside the area, whipped in by Forster-Caskey. Headed away though. Matthews collects it. Plays it to Bassey. Bassey back to Dobson. Matthews. All the way back to Maynard Brewer now, who pumps it forward, but intercepted by Carvalho. Moving forward over the top, but Colwell gets there before Abraham plays it safely back to Maynard Brewer, who gets the move going again. It's on to Placheta now on the left wing. Into Manning. To Dobson. Out wide to Placheta again. Placheta going on a run now on that left-hand side. Forster-Caskey over the top to Stockley. Holds it up. Placheta now gets the cross in. And Ricky J. Jones gets his head onto it. But it's straight into the arms of the Fulham goalkeeper. Matthews with the throw-in to Jones. To Webster. Matthews again. All the way back to Maynard Brewer now. Gets switched. Plays it across to Colwell. Forster-Caskey tries to find Placheta. It's punted away. But Levi Colwell's the one who's going to get there. He's going to restart things all over again. Manning to Webster. Dobson. Bassey. Matthews. Jones. Through to Webster. Through ball. Jaden Stockley. In. Holds it up. Back to Jones. Waiting. Gets the cross into Stockley, who heads just over the bar. 15 minutes left on the clock here and some substitutions to be made. Placheta very tired, so he is going to make way for let's go for Charlie Claydon, young left winger, bringing him on because he is left footed, and so I think he'll do much better in that winger role than Sunsuk Bell, who's right footed, who's much more just like an inside forward, inside inverted winger role. As well, Charlie Webster on a booking, making way for Jan de Hander, and Levi Colwell also on a booking, going to make way now for Leon Balogun. Taliso with a throw for Fulham to Abraham. Taliso. Catton over the top. Abraham now. Pajzatzi down the right hand side for Fulham. Plays back to Taliso. Into Francois. Tries to play in Jasper, but it's intercepted by Balogun. Stockley plays through Ricky J. Jones on the right hand side. Going for a run here, J. Jones. Gets the cross in, and Jaden Stockley is brought down, says the referee. And he's pointed to the spot. It's going to be a Charlton penalty. A chance for Charlton to put this game out of reach for Fulham and to guarantee the 3 points. Jan de Hander smashes it in. Fulham 0, Charlton 1 in the 89th minute. And surely we've done it now. Surely a massive victory over already promoted Fulham. Brilliant from Charlton today. Absolutely brilliant. Abraham on the ball, right side of the area from the kickoff. Fulham back to Catton, into Carvalho, shot blocked, but Jasper to Francois. Manning clears and Stockley heads the danger away. Rodak collecting for Fulham. That's Parks over the top, but Balogun heads it to the hander. Jones, Ricky J. Jones cutting in and then cutting out again on that right hand side. J. Jones loses it, but Matthews gets it back to him, to Dobson. Into J. Jones again, who smashes it home this time. Fulham 0, Charlton 3, but it's disallowed for offside. J. Jones cannot catch a break. I'm pretty sure he hasn't scored yet. He thought we had it. Disallowed, however. Fulham with a late free kick that Carvalho has a go. And Maynard Brewer making a great save. Behind for the Fulham corner. Francois' corner punted clear by Calvin Bassey for Charlton. Francois, Jasper, finds Abraham, who can't quite get there. And it comes to nothing. Offside Francois anyway. Chan getting the free kick. Over the top, Jaden Stockley in behind. And his shot saved by Rodak. The 3 minutes of allotted time has been played and full-time whistle has been blown. The corner will not be taken, but we don't care. Fulham 0, Charlton 2. What a performance from Charlton. Stockley and the hander with the goals, and I could not be happier with that performance from the lads. Now, financially, we can't really afford to be paying our payouts, but I will take paying this one because of what it says. Charlton have officially avoided relegation from the Championship this season. That's what our objective was, showing you the competitions, the aim from the board, avoid relegation, and we have done just that. Currently sitting 12th in the table, we cannot be relegated. Only 11 points off the playoffs. The playoffs, I mean, probably not going to happen, is it? We got a game in hand. We win that, we'll be 8 points off the playoffs. Playoffs, not for this season. Maybe next season, a few new players in, we could push. But for this season, guaranteeing our safety is what matters. And it's a brilliant start to this episode following that win against Fulham. And hopefully we can follow that good news and that big win up with another win over 23rd place Blackpool. Ready for the game against Blackpool here. An unchanged first 11. Only change in the 18 is Connor Washington coming back from injury onto the bench in for Charles Claydon. I mean, why would I change the team? It just beat top spot, already promoted Fulham. Hopefully it can do the same against 23rd, almost relegated Blackpool. Bassey to Webster. Stockley out wide to Jay Jones, but Nkunku intercepts Blackpool on the ball. Nkunku to Maxwell. Maxwell punts it forward, but Colwell easily collects and gets to the Forster-Caskey. Dobson, Colwell. Forster-Caskey over the top. Charlie Webster running through in behind. And is that a foul? The referee says yes, and he points to the spot. It's going to be a Charlton penalty here in the 9th minute. And Charlie Webster, the loanee from Chelsea, scored so many times already this season from the spot. He steps up and he scores again, smashing it into the bottom corner. Blackpool 0, Charlton 1. Webster's 10th goal of the campaign for the Addicks. Webster going forward and brought down by Dougal. Dougal already on a yellow. And 11 minutes in, Dougal gets a second yellow and he's off. Dougal gave away the penalty, got booked, and 2 minutes later fouls Webster again needlessly and gets a red card. Blackpool down to 10 men here. Nkunku with the throw to Thompson. Bowler. Bowler for Blackpool. Cross in. Colwell plays it back to Maynard Brewer, who can only get as far as way. Back to Blackpool. Nkunku cross in. And Hamilton's header just wide of the post there. Blackpool coming close. Corner for Charlton. Forster-Caskey plays it in and Levi Colwell at the near post heads it just over the bar. Agonisingly close for Charlton. As Colwell collects from the goal kicked to Manning. Colwell to Forster-Caskey. Smashes over the top. Ricky J. Jones in behind. Rounds the keeper and smashes it in. Ricky J. Jones finally gets his first Charlton goal. What a lovely move. Forster-Caskey with a great ball over the top. Jay Jones runs in behind, plays it past the keeper, and then smashes it into the open net. Blackpool 0, Charlton 2. And Charlton's 2-0 up against the 10 men of Blackpool. Playing well so far. Very pleased. No complaints with this performance at the moment. And Ricky J. Jones, tired out, got his first goal for the club, thankfully. Washington going to come on to replace him. Right, just over the hour mark and a lot of tired legs out here. So, I'm going to make a couple little changes. Levi Colwell going to make way now for Leon Balogun. And also, looking around, I think I'm going to go with Stockley off. No. Stockley off. Stockley off. Sunsut Bell on in a pressing forward role. Balogun on the ball for Charlton, taking it forward to Dobson. Webster through ball to Washington in behind, holds it up, back to Matthews, who gets the cross in. Placheta at the far post, heads it across the goal and into the net. Placheta gets his second goal for the club. The link up from Matthews to Placheta, Brilliant ball from Matthews. Plachette with a lovely header across goal as we go 3-0 up against Blackpool here. Anderson with the ball from the throw-in to Garbett. Garbett going forward, left-hand side for Blackpool, into Anderson. Anderson to Jordo, back to Garbett. Garbett finds Anderson to Garbett. Looking for a cross maybe here, Garbett. Gets it in, and Bowler's header just over the bar and out for a goal kick. Balogun with the ball deep in Charlton territory, smashes it over the top, but Maxwell easily gets that for Blackpool and plays it in behind to CJ Hamilton, who forces a brilliant block from the substitute Balogun. Blackpool countering well there, but the amazing block by Balogun makes sure it comes to nothing. Time ticking away in stoppage time. I think that's going to be it, and it is. The 10 men of Blackpool 0, Charlton 3. Webster, Jones and Plachetta with the goals. Jones' first goal for the club. Really happy to see that as we get a big win here. Another big win after that 2-0 win against Fulham as well. I am very, very pleased with this episode, especially after the previous two quite depressing episodes result-wise. It's good to finally have an episode more happy and with much, much better results to show for it. And a very good episode results-wise leaves the table looking like this. 26 points clear of relegation. We know we're safe and secure. But with 7 games left to play, the lowest we could finish as things stand, I believe, is 17th. So a mid-table to top half finish seems very, very likely at the minute, which makes me very, very happy. Playoff-wise, I really don't think we'll get in. 8 points off of 6th, so we'd need to do a lot, really, especially with 4 teams above us as well looking to sneak in. I don't think the playoffs are on, but mid-table to top half finish, like I said, I'd be very, very happy with. But that is going to be it for today. A very good episode result-wise once again. 2-0 against Fulham, 3-0 against Blackpool. 2 more clean sheets for Maynard Brewer, the second most clean sheets in the league for him. And next time, I think we might be back for the end of the season. Huddersfield and Watford, maybe. We're trying to sneak into the playoffs in those games, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. If you've enjoyed this video and you're enjoying the series as a whole, then leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more updates and more Football Manager content. And thank you for watching.